Disclosed pay by the Georgia Commission for UFC Atlanta over the weekend. Kamaru Usman, $300,000, no win bonus for beating Joaquin Buckley, who made $150K. Rose Namajunas, $500,000, $250K to show, $250K to win. Miranda Maverick, $125,000 to show up. Edmund Shabazian, $186K. Petrosky, $100,000. Barcelos, $102K to beat Cody Garbrandt, who got $275,000 to show. Mansour Abdul Malik, $14K to show, $14K to win to make $28,000. Cody Brundage made $65K. Alonzo Menafield, $250,000. His opponent, Umar Sy, $26K. Rodolfo Bellato, just $12K. Maybe that's why he's trying to act his way to a bonus for a win bonus, allegedly. Paul Craig made $125K in that fight. Michael Chiesa, $300,000. Court McGee, $83,000. I would think he'd be making a little bit more because I feel like he's been in the UFC forever, but it's $83K. Wellmaker, $24,000, $12K to show, $12K to win. He's made a $50,000 bonus, though, in both of his UFC fights. Chris Moutinho, his opponent, returns to the UFC, but not making much more, $14,000 to show. Ochoa is on the cheapest UFC contract possible, $10K to show, $10K to win, and he got that. His opponent, Cody Durden, got $63,000. Ricky Simone, $166K. Cameron Smotherman got Smotherman in that fight. $14,000 for that decision loss. Phil Rowe, $110K. Ange Lusa, $30K. Jamie Lynn Horth, $50,000. Her opponent, Vanessa Demopoulos, $65,000. Made $15,000 more than Horth despite losing the fight. Adesanya was hating on Joaquin Buckley, and Buckley had a response to that, which we'll get to in a second. But first, what Adesanya said about him.
I hate this nigga, bro. I don't even use the word hate lightly, but I hate this nigga, bro. Something about it just annoys me. Like, literally, I'm just trying to chill talk. Like, hey, man, you know, we got to get this going, man. You mean like that? Like, he's rapping to me. I'm like, every single time. He's just so annoying. And at one point, I literally just walked away as he was talking. Maybe I'm a hater, bro. Maybe I'm just a hater, bro. Retire, nigga. Come on, call your therapist right now, nigga. Call your therapist right now, nigga. Hello. Help me. I'm a hater. I'm finally a hater. I understand it now.
Buckley's response to that was, hate the farmer that took your belt, not me. Stand on business about Africa or China or wherever the F you're from. Someone suggests move up and fight him then, and Buckley says not a bad idea. Probably won't happen. Buckley could fight Ian Gary next. Adesanya may be matched up with Sean Strickland next. At least that's what Adesanya wants. Jorge Masvidal thinks that Movsar Evloev will be champion at 145 at some point because of the wrestling pace he pushes. He just keeps going forward with his wrestling. He's not getting a title shot next, though. He's probably taking on Aaron Pico next, but Masvidal nonetheless thinks he'll be champ one day.
I know Movsar a long time, 4 years at American Top Team. Me and Movsar trained a lot together. At the time, I'm like 185, 190 pounds, and Mozart's like 150, 160. So at first, we're wrestling. I'm doing okay. I can, but this guy does not stop. He's just choo. And by the last minute, my head was gonna explode because he just doesn't stop, and he's just shooting, wrestling, shooting. Does not stop. Always advancing position. When I went with him and I was like, man, he's able to keep that pace with me, and I'm a lot bigger and more experienced than him. This guy's scary. And I've trained with him numerous times, and I've also seen him train with some of the best in the gym. I'm telling you, this guy's going to be champion at 145. God gave him genetics, but also this guy works harder than everybody else. Every day he does conditioning after wrestling. 2 hours and a half of wrestling, then he'll go row, he'll go run, he'll go lift weights. This makes a big difference.
Recently announced was the Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima fight, UFC 317. On the 28th of this month, Lima is a slight favorite in that one. Lima's on a 14-fight win streak. Peyton Talbot's coming off the first loss of his career against Raoni Barcelos. Barcelos showed that despite being a huge underdog in that fight, he's tough, he's well-rounded, and he's got really good wrestling. He exposed some of the holes in Talbot's game. Hopefully he's filled some of those gaps in his game for this fight, because Lima is also very well-rounded, so this should be an interesting fight. Lima, a minus 125 opening favorite. Sean O'Malley thinks there's a world where he would eventually fight Merab Dvalishvili for a third time. Never say never, but that probably will never happen, but O'Malley would like to fight that fight one more time.
You know, for me to earn another shot at Merab, I gotta be undeniable. I have to go on a streak. I have to, win a lot of fights in a row. And there's a world that happens. I mean, I definitely, I know I'm capable of beating Marab. I also know he's capable of beating me. But there's still there's going to be part of me that always wants to get that one back. He's the only guy to ever beat me. And, Cheeto beat me, but I got that one back. I proved that one was, that one played out the way it was supposed to the first time. So that one will, I don't want to say bug me, because at the end of the day, if I play out my career and I never get that one back, I'll be happy with, how everything played out. But there's a world where I'm undeniable and get that one back. But yeah, I'm happy for him. At the end of the day, I don't hold anything. Like, it's not like I'm, Marab's fucking, he's on a crazy streak right now. He's the greatest bantamweight of all time.
O'Malley is not sure exactly when he's going to return, but he does have a name on his mind. However, he doesn't want to reveal it at the moment.
Could you tell us? You don't have to tell us the actual name, but is there a name on your mind right now as far as who makes sense for your return?
Yes,
there is.
Yeah.
And who is the name?
It's a bit. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel this week.
Okay, but there is someone there. Is there a date as well?
Just depends on how I feel. There's, it depends on the date. Depends on how I feel. The date or how I feel depends on.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unravel. But as of right now, I'm chilling, recovering, hanging out. I'm continuing to. I went and drilled a little bit this morning. Didn't really train too much, but drilled a little this morning. So we'll see how I feel this week.
Murad is interested in fighting Corey Sandhagen next, and Sandhagen obviously wants that title shot. Umar and Piotr Yan may be matched up in the fall. So for O'Malley, the highest ranked guy, he could fight a Song Yadong, and they haven't fought yet. It could be an interesting striking matchup there. PFL World Tournament continues on Friday. You got the semifinals of the lightweight division. Primus versus Davis and Gazi Rabadana versus Kevin Lee making his PFL debut and making it to semifinals already in the lightweight tournament. You also have the women's flyweight division, Shakalova versus Bishop and Carmouche versus Dana, and also the men's 135-pound division, Alves Hadley, Wetzel Gutierrez.
From Milwaukee! Before I get this speech started, you already know, at the count of 3, we're gonna hit the chihuihuis. En la cuenta de 3. 1, 2, 3.
Since going to Laheel, my knee pain is 100% gone. And then after completing the peptide treatment, I can run miles now.
I need to make sure I'm healing properly. And I felt that Laheel was giving me the best options. They know what they're doing. They're looking at me as an individual.
I did the stem cells and the peptides from Laheel, and it's helped my circulation quite a lot. It's definitely done wonders for my pain.
Any kind of chronic pain that you've been dealing with and want to avoid surgery or steroid injections, those are the patients that we typically see.